So everybody, this is Cody D, and welcome to another Cody D vlog. This is a tribute one because even though this news is pretty old at this point, it's still kind of fresh in the gamer's perspective, being that this tribute is to Mr. Ottawa. For those of you who don't know who he is, this is a guy who has really pioneered the gaming community as a whole. This is a person that used to run Nintendo as the president and chief executive officer of this awesome company. But for those of you who don't know or haven't seen my videos, you would know that I was born in 1983. And my second game system that I ever received was a Nintendo Entertainment System. So I've been around Nintendo for a little while, but play games like Super Mario Brothers and Zelda, Legend of Zelda. And then as the years progressed, you know, people got me into Mario Party. People got me into Sega imported games that's on the Nintendo. Like some of the Sonic games was up there, and then haven't had the chance to play the Wii U much, but I have played the Zelda game where you shoot the bow and arrows, stuff like that. You use the thing like the Super Scope for the Super Nintendo and whatnot. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. But the main thing about this is Mr. Ottawa. He really has been a gaming pioneer. Like I said, president and CEO. But in his heart, he's a gamer. A true hardcore gamer. And he really has worked his way up into the Nintendo community. Now, why this is a big loss is because of the fact that this dude has really joined up everyone in this world. Sure, we have the ability now in today's society where we could play games online and, you know, make connections, make new friends and stuff like that, and be able to help people out on games, tell them what power up they need to get, where they need to go to get this achievement and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, that joined everybody up. And that was one of Mr. Ottawa's visions, if not the top one that he had, you know, and making games like Zelda and Mario and Kirby and Mega Man X and the list goes on and on and on. But that's the thing. But unfortunately, we ended up losing him back in July. And like I said, it's an old wound, but it's still there, and it kind of hurts, you know.
Hey, it's your boy Solar Boy Django. I just wanted to come and give my thanks and gratitude to a great man, Mr. Ottawa of Nintendo. And it was a sad day for me when I I really couldn't believe it, and it's hard because Nintendo, as you know, right now my dad has Alzheimer's, and he and I'm helping him, but through the times when my dad was in the army and he was gone, it was in '64 that got me through. I was born in 1988. So I was in the year of one of the greatest games, you know, I see as in the 007 GoldenEye, you know, from the paintball mode to the midget mode, the big head mode to the golden gun with one shot, you know. It was good, you know, and I appreciate Mr. Ottawa. I keep on pronouncing his name wrong, but I'm sorry for that, but I appreciate him for that. For giving me in each game he's made, he made your mind, creative. It brought the creativity out of you, and I thank him for that because now I push it through my music, through playing video games, and remember it's a love of my hobbies and not for just you know the the money. Like if you look at one of the things on YouTube about him, he started out saying that first, he is a CEO and he is a big time dude, but number one overall, he was a gamer first, and that's what I strive to be, and to make music and do my hobbies for the best and to help people like as he helped people. And I thank you for that, sir. May I see you in heaven, and may you be happy walking on the streets of gold with God. And thank you for all you did and impacting everybody. Forever grateful. Solar Boy Django.
Uh, my name is Zach Brunner. Most of y'all know me. I'm here to talk about Mr. Satoru Iwata. Growing up as a kid, I was born in the 90s era. I was born in 93. So I was about 2 years old, like when I first played like Mario, like Super Mario and all the other Mario games. My dad pretty much bought all the games. My dad and my mom pretty much got me all the Nintendo games. The Super Nintendo was my first game system that I had got besides the Sega Genesis. Um, I actually got them simultaneously, but I played Pokemon from the time I was like around like 5 or 6 years old. I had I had yellow version when I was like 7 years old. So that like the the things that he has done, like Mr. Iwata, like all the games, it's just to see him pass away. It like makes you really look at how old you are in your childhood. Like everything you used to do, like playing those games, like the people you played them with, family, like everything, every general aspect. People, going to school with like Game Boy Colors and Game Boy Advances and just trading Pokemon to like people in class, uh, going to school, chilling on the bus, getting bullied, people taking your Game Boys away, niggas mad, people mad. You know what I mean? No, just people getting mad because you know they felt they felt offended that you was gonna succeed and they wasn't, or just to be mean, just to bully you because they felt that you were always gonna be smarter than them, or just different aspects. But one thing I can say that Mr. Iwata has done for like the entire gaming community, like this entire face of this earth, was he brought us all together by video games. And if we all lose sight of that, then there's no hope for like the future. We can't afford to like hate each other no more. We can't. No, we done lost President Nintendo. Like everybody needs to chill. Everybody needs to like start working together and getting along. Cause you may never know that y'all can be next. Y'all can be next. We done lost him. I lost my dad in like 2007, so I can picture Mr. Iwata and my dad actually shaking hands in like Heaven's Gates. It's like you're the person that made these video games that my son enjoys, and you changed the face of the world. Like I'm inspired, like things like that. I'm on a different level of mentality. Like my mentality is different. Like I keep an open mind like 24/7. So that's how That's how, I can say that's how Mr. Iwata made us all. Like playing the video games and just staying in that generation and staying in that era. Like he changed our minds into a mature mindset to where, okay, guys, let's work together. Let's get this done. Support this, that, and third. We get the video games. We chill. Da 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 da. And things work out for the best. I can say this as number one indie artist of America because it's it's a challenge in a way. It's very hard. It's a very hard challenge. The, to see him die at 55, and for me not to meet him yet, as it's very difficult to accept. But we all have to move on. We all have to progress. Remember him for he was the greatest impact of like your entire life, your entire childhood. Though he is no god, but he has done the best he can do for the entire face of the world, for gaming, for life in general. He taught us so many lessons. He taught us how to treat one another with kindness. He taught us how to make friends. He taught us, oh, people that have the same similarities can get along. If they nothing else matters. Differences put towards the side. Race is irrelevant. He taught us all of that. He brought us all together with just gaming. It does not matter what color you are. It does not matter who you are. Like he pretty much was a motivator for people not to be racist. He pretty much made everybody get along. Everybody got along. Everybody that plays video games get along. They do. It's just how it is. That's the impact that he left on us. Because believe it or not, I know for a fact that if he was still alive, like he would be saying right now, he would be saying right now, fun, we all gotta have that. Family, we always gotta have a smile on our face. We always gotta be uplifted, uplifting. Gotta be motivated. I know he would say that. I know that he would tell generation, hey, I got a new game coming out. We got a new game system. Nintendo is evolving. This, that, and the third. But I just want you to know that I love you guys. Like he would tell us that like all the time, like all the time, because he really does care about us. He pretty much left Nintendo in the hands of us, all of us. He left Nintendo in the hands of us, the young generation, like everybody that plays Nintendo. He left Nintendo to us. To us. What are we gonna do to change Nintendo? What are we gonna do to keep his dream moving forward? What are we gonna do to keep keep that bond that we felt with him? What are we gonna do to keep all of that? What are we gonna do to keep the name, keep people happy, keep people encouraged, keep people strong? What are we gonna do in this gaming community? What are we gonna do in this world? What are we gonna do in this entire life for Nintendo? Like to carry it on. He left all of that for us. So my thing is this: if it is not a future, and it's been a month since his passing, we're wasting time grieving about his death when we should be focused on getting prepared for getting things prepared for the rest of the world. Getting things prepared. Yeah, okay, we can grieve, we can sad, we can cry But we got to stay focused. We can't go back in the past. We can't go back in the past. We really can't, guys. So from number one indie artist of America, Zach Brunner, and this year I'm number two for indie music, along with Solo Boy Django that you just seen in the previous video or previous clip. Um, from us two, we want to say we really thank the entire Nintendo for everything they've done for us, for everybody, especially Jin Ichida, if I pronounce his name right. I seen him in a lot of Nintendo games. His name is Jin of Nintendo. Thank you for everything. Tetris Attack is my favorite game on Super Nintendo, and Killer Instinct, Street Fighter, but I'm not gonna name no more games. Yeah, I pretty much love everything Nintendo. So, I just want to say thank you, everything that y'all doing for us, the entire world. Love games. I just want to say we gotta stay focused. Everybody, let's move on to the future. Let's remember the impact that he has left on gaming, but let's not stay there too long, because there's still more stuff that we have to do, not only for him, but we have to recreate, we have to rebuild, we have to reshape, we have to do things the right way. Let's not lose sight of that. This has been Zach Brunner. Brunner out.
So, in closing, this was and still is a huge loss to the gaming community, but Nintendo does remain to go on. I know there's supposed to be a new Nintendo gaming system coming out very, very soon, and we all looking forward for that. But until then, we just had to say, for now, Mr. Ottawa, may you rest in paradise. See you on the next vlog.
On my business card, I am a corporate president. In my mind, I am a game developer. But in my heart, I am a gamer.